guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I'm building a Tudor styled house for Starlight Sims, and that's why I named it Starlight, if you're wondering. Yes, it's why. She actually asked me to build a get together themed house for her get together let's play, so I was like, you know what, why not? And that's what I'm doing today. And I really like this house. I believe that it's maybe one of my best. I spent a lot of time like being very detailed with this house, especially on the exterior, like the building. I tried to do new things, and that was basically my only goal for this, is to try to do new things and also try to incorporate the Tudor style that this house truly is. And yeah, so I believe that Tudor styled houses originate in Europe. I have never been to Europe in my life. And I know that a lot of you guys who watch my videos are from Europe, and I have no idea how houses look there, but from what I've heard, a lot of houses in Europe do look like this, or some of them, or that's where the style originated, and I really do love this style a lot. I did kind of look at an image online just to get an idea of what kind of house I wanted to build, and also to serve as a guideline, but I did basically venture off and do a lot of this stuff myself because I like to put my own style in houses, because that's the only way you'll grow as a builder or as a creator, is if you try to do new things. Maybe they don't work out, but at least you try something new, and also so as you can see all over this house, I do have a lot of hanging house. I don't know how to say it, but a lot of portions of the house, especially on the second floor, are hanging over the first floor, and that's from what I've heard, from what I've seen, from what I've researched, that is a lot. They do that a lot in Tudor style houses, so I definitely wanted to incorporate that inside of this house. Yeah, I also to compensate for that, I did also add some supports. So as you can see, I'm adding supports to the house, the portion of the house that is hanging over, and I thought they looked really cool. I didn't necessarily have to add that. Like, I was sort of vacillating on whether I wanted to add the supports or not add them. I feel like it would have looked good either way, but in order for it to look a little bit more realistic, I did add those. As you can see, as you guys, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, the builds that I do, I feel like mine are very realistic, like compared to other builds that I've seen in The Sims 3 or The Sims 4. I feel like my builds, they kind of look like they can be real houses. And I'm not saying that other types are not good, but I love all types of houses, but just for me, I feel like I have a personal style where I like very realistic houses, and I like houses that they look like they could be real. And I would also, one day like to venture out and also try to build even houses that don't look realistic, because I've seen plenty of houses that in the Sims 4 and the Sims 3, but by other people, that look freaking incredible, and they look either futuristic or something like that. I definitely want to start doing styles like that too. But yeah, so on this house, as you can see, for the wallpaper, I did struggle a lot, because I wanted to use the wallpaper that came with Get Together so that it could be truly a Tudor styled house, but I wasn't really able to do that, especially on the second floor, because for some reason it wouldn't work. I should have said it earlier, but if you want to rewind or something, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And so the accent color was definitely brown, so I wanted to use the brown, yeah, right here. That was very overwhelming for me, like just to look at it, the type of wallpaper that I put there. So I did end up changing that to something that was less obnoxious, and I like that one. I put stone on the ground, on the bottom, because I like that too. Oh my god, I love how these colors are just like incorporating with each other. And I also ended up adding, I wanted to add something. It was like a sort of a modern, yeah, that one right there. That is kind of reminds me of like a modern wallpaper. It's from Spa Day. I wanted to add that one because I needed it like a third color. I already had like, I feel like 3 wallpapers that I've already used, but I needed a 4th one so that it wouldn't like overlap and the house would look like it had depth. So that's basically what I did there, but I did end up changing that one to like a base game sort of unfinished wall. I don't personally like that wallpaper, but as I looked at it, it does look pretty cool. So that's why I went with that. And also, as you can see, I have railing on the portion of the house, like the foundation that is exposed. But I did end up changing that. I did end up changing that and taking off the rails so that I can do something really cool, an effect that I've never actually done before in The Sims 4. Well, actually, never mind, I have. But you'll see, I'll explain it later when I get to it. But yeah, so here's me adding some more of those ledges. And I did end up taking away some of those supports because it was a bit overwhelming. And I added those flower pots on the windows. I thought that looked really, really cool. I thought it added a whole bunch of detail, and it just made it look like I put a lot of effort into it. So that's why I did that. And yeah. One of my favorite parts of building is just adding windows, because like the moment you add windows to a house, especially if they're the right color, if they're the right, size, if they're in the right spot, they look so cool. And I don't know why I really like that, but I really do. So that's what I did here. And so the idea that I had was to actually put some kind of water source inside of the foundation, the one that's exposed, like I said before. And that is exactly what I did, but I was not able to put a fountain. So I did learn that you can't put a fountain inside, not a fountain, but a pond inside of a foundation, but you can put a pool in there. So I did use the move objects on cheat, and when I used that, I was able to actually put the fountains inside of them, so it made this cool water effect, and I really like that. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. And I did that with a pool and also a secondary pond that's in the front. The natural pool in the back looks very natural because of that, and you'll see that pretty soon. But yeah, so also here's me adding just a little bit more detail to the house. I didn't want like just a flat wall on the side, so I did add that. It didn't look very different from the other ones. It's just basically just repeats, but it does look a little bit more detailed, and that's why I did that. I also added another pool in there. I didn't put a pool in every one of those ledges because I didn't want to be like extremely repetitive and predictable, so that's why I did that. And also, here's me adding the pool. So unfortunately, the pool cannot be directly next to foundation. So in order to compensate for that, in between the two pools right there, as you can see, and you're going to see me add some fountains in there, and those fountains do come over the rocks, and they do hit the pool. Well, they sort of hit the pool. Like if you look from the top, they hit the pool. If you're like really into this game and you go and you zoom in, you will see that the fountains don't actually hit the pool. They just hit this invisible boundary, but for what it's worth, it does look pretty good. And here is a gazebo that I decided to add. I pretty much decided to add this at the end. I wasn't going to do it, but I really wanted to have something different in the backyard instead of just the pool or just the path or something. So I did add that here, and I did match the freezes with the ones on the house. You won't actually see that because I'm gonna actually delete that pretty soon, but when I put it on the gallery, it does have that. Yeah, and I also moved that over like all the way to the left of the house, like the left of the backyard, because right there it looked a little bit weird. It was just a little bit too, it was too much for me, so I did end up moving it like all the way to the other side of the house. And I also put like a dining area up on the second floor of the gazebo, and I put like a cooking area on the bottom, along with like just a sitting area. It's very casual, just a place for your Sims to chill out and everything. And here's me like moving it over. I didn't want to like rebuild the whole thing, so I did figure out a way to move it without rebuilding it. It was a little bit tricky, but I ended up doing it. And here's like the same type of thing that I'm doing that I did in the back with the pool that I'm also doing in the front here, as you can see. I put the fountains so that they do hit the pond. I thought that was so cool. Like, it's so cute. I love the scenery in The Sims 4 like so much. And if you follow me on Twitter, then you know that I really, really love nature. I just love like any type of landscapes, and the landscapes and the scenery inside of The Sims 4 is just absolutely beautiful. And I definitely took advantage of that by adding a few trees on this lot. I don't think I recorded it. Maybe I did record it, but I did add plenty of like greenery and plenty of trees to this house because it just looked amazing. Just how it looks in The Sims 4. Like they really did a good job on that. I know that there's a lot of people who are like skeptics of The Sims 4, and I am to a certain extent, but you cannot like deny how beautiful this game is. It's so colorful, it's so vibrant, especially if you use the right stuff, and especially if you build on the correct lot, because there are certain lots in The Sims 4 that, you know, the lighting's horrible. But this lot in particular, the light shines on it perfectly, so that's why, it's another reason why I like building on this one. But yeah, also, just like I said before, this house is on the gallery, so if you would like to download it, you can definitely do that. It's pretty simple. You can just search with hashtag SimmyLexis, or you can just search SimmyLexis, or you can look in the description and there will be a link to download it. I will probably link it to my Tumblr, then you can download it from there. And also for my last house, that one is actually on the Sims resource. So yeah, if you like downloading stuff from the Sims resource too, I don't know if I'm going to put this one on there, but yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, I hope that Starlight Sims uses it in her Let's Play. And if you would like to see it, you can definitely go check out her channel too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!